So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about the things that I'm finding challenging at this point in my lock journey. When you hear me talk about a lot of different things in this lock journey or on my channel, it is very easy to get a sense that everything is perfect with my lock journey. Everything is going well. This is not a video to bash my hair by any means. You know how I feel about talking negatively about our hair, but it's an opportunity for me to be transparent with you and for us to share similar struggles or challenges if we happen to share those struggles along our lock journey. There's something really important that I want to shout out. This has been going around. If you watch other lock content, this probably has been mentioned, but we have a Supreme Court nominee who's a Black woman with locks, and I hope I'm pronouncing her name well, Ketanji Brown Jackson, who very much so has locked hair. I think this is a pivotal moment for the natural hair community or for Black women because we get to see representation in places where, for one, we don't see many of us, and number two, we get to see that rocking your natural hair is professional and can be done. I know oftentimes in spaces of entertainment, it's been more common and more accepted, but I think in spaces of government or business, or if you were in another quote unquote professional space, we don't see too much of it. So I think for us with locks, this is really exciting for many different reasons. For myself personally, I just love to see Black women excel and Black women do it unapologetically as themselves without feeling like they have to fit a narrative that has been written for them. So congratulations to that, which is some positive news that's going on around. So to jump into today's video, I just wanted to talk to you about the different things that are going on with my hair. I'm not really sure where this video is going to go, but I guess we'll dive into it. Whatever comes of this video, I hope that you are able to see that you're not alone with a lot of the experiences you might be having in your lock journey, or you might be able to get some insight into what it's like having locks, maybe what smaller locks, or a little bit further into a lock journey. First thing I want to talk about is lock maintenance. Right now, I have simplified my hair routine quite a bit. Reason being, I just do not have the time. I am washing my hair once every 2 weeks. If I'm able to, I'll wash it weekly, but right now it's every other week, and I'm using an oil quite consistently, about 3 times a week, and I'm spraying my hair with either aloe vera or rose water every day. The reason why I'm spraying it every day is because it's cold where I am. We're entering into -degree weather. So it's going to be very important that I am keeping my hair moisturized. Something that I have been doing quite of late is wearing a lot of hats. Not because I want to cover my hair, but it just feels like it keeps my hair warm and protects it from the cold. Something that I've realized in the last, I would say, month is I have to cover my hair when I sleep. Lint found me. I thought that I would never have to deal with lint or experience it, but it is a pain. I've mentioned before that it's a pain, but I don't know if words can describe how big of a pain lint is, because getting it out is a process, and oftentimes I feel like you end up damaging your locks to some extent when trying to get it out. So a way to safeguard yourself is just to cover your hair and be mindful of the fabrics that you're wearing. Natasha mentioned that she is very attentive to the fabric that she wears, the sweaters that she wears. And I thought that was a really great point to bring up, especially now that we're in the winter months. If you happen to be in an area where your climate tends to get a little bit more colder. So as far as maintenance, it's very simple. I really haven't done anything other than just the simple maintenance that I do. Scalp care actually has become very easy. I find that once you establish a routine and continue on with that routine based on your hair's needs, which I'm going to talk about the importance of routines in a different video and how to build them, then your hair just works with it. And then once the weather switches, or if there are any changes that happen, then you tweak some things to match whatever your hair needs at that particular point. Now, I do want to talk about some thinning that I have experienced along the edges of my hair, but it'd be important for you to know that I retied my hair or retightened my hair last night. I was gonna wait a little bit longer to do it, but I was like, I can't, my locks are smaller. I don't know if I have the luxury to wait as long as I thought that I had in my mind. I don't want my locks to merge or to marry. And honestly, it was a pain to split them apart as I was retightening them. But I did something really interesting. I started around the perimeter of my hair and I left the middle part of my hair. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. So I'm going to show you. So this part is not done. And I'll tell you why I didn't do it. Because I didn't want to look like a washed dog. I really like the full look. I like my roots to look very full and not with the clean parts, which can be different than what people normally like. So I didn't want to lose out on the thickness of my hair. So I just did the perimeter and left the middle. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with the middle in a little bit. Eventually I'm going to have to retighten it, but that's what it is right now. I wonder if I should show you how long my hair is. Maybe I should. It might be hard to see with the color dress that I have on. So this is the length of my hair. You can see it, the sides. But before I got into all this, I was talking about thinning. So the edges of my hair, okay, you might not be able to see it too well, but these are a little bit thinner than the rest of my hair. And actually, it was worse before I retightened my hair. So retightening it helped a little bit. The reason why I feel like my hair was thinning is I did not think about the thickness of my hair or how my hair would change as my hair got longer. I really don't wear my hair up too much, but maybe the times that I have worn it up, I haven't been mindful of how tight I'm holding the hair. So that's something that I'm going to have to keep in mind moving forward. Typically, I just wear my hair like this. Otherwise, I put it up, half down if I feel the need to. Something else that bugs me about my hair currently is the fact that I have two different lengths going on, and I feel like my hair looks like I have a mullet at times. These pieces over here in the front, I recently started. It was last fall. So I want to say close towards the end of the year, I split some locks and restarted the lock journey. And to my surprise, they're actually locking quite faster than I remember the rest of my hair locking. I don't know if this is because I'm not paying so close attention to that, or if there's something different that I'm doing with hair care, but they've locked pretty quickly, which I'm very surprised. But if I'm to pull down a different strand of hair, you can see that there's quite a difference in the length of these versus the other pieces of my hair. I would really like for my hair to be an even length, but I find that the different lengths also add some fullness to it, kind of like if you were to layer your hair. I have been asked if this was intentional before. It definitely was not intentional. It just happened to be that I started with shorter hair in the front. So as far as length of my hair is growing, but I found that after year 2 hit, I'm not really too focused on the length of my hair. There's nothing worse than having long locks and struggling edges or struggling roots, or they're long but damaged. So I've really been focusing on the health of my hair. I'm okay with where my hair is reached right now. I do know that my hair is going to grow longer, but that's no longer a focus of my journey. Right now, it's just making sure that my hair is as healthy as it needs to be. So retightening schedule. Right now, it's all over the place. I originally started with wanting to retwist 4 times a year. And then I had to do it more frequently because my hair was growing. Then I had gone back to the 4 times a year, and I thought I was going to stick to that. But I think right now I'm probably going to just use a more intuitive way of retightening my hair, which means just paying attention to the needs of my hair and seeing when my hair needs to be retightened. I think I'm over schedules, being so rigid with myself when it comes to my hair. Not saying that there's anything wrong with schedules. I think it's important for consistency, But for myself, where I am right now, I don't want to hold myself to something so strict. I think I'm just going to focus on paying attention to the needs of my hair. I'm finding that as my hair gets longer, I'm losing out on the thickness that I once had, where I felt like it was more full. But I guess everything is relative, because I bet you somebody might look at this video and think, oh, Laura, your hair is full. What are you talking about? But in my opinion, I would like it to be full. You can't have it all, but I'm finding for sure that as my hair grows out, it's getting thinner than it was before. And something that I want to mention is I've changed my part. So I love a center part, but because I'm still growing my edges, which they're coming along very nicely, they're actually doing very great. But just as that's happening, I've switched my part to right here. And as you can see, it's not a full straight line. This piece really would lay here normally, but it's going this way. And this just gives me more fullness on this particular side. So that's what the parting looks like. My twist pattern has been gone for a long time, but there's something too. I combined some locks and I noticed that the ends, I don't know if I'll be able to find one, because as I was retying yesterday, I saw it. Oh, here we go. So this is a combined lock. And oh, I'm going to have to do this thing. So the end of it is not staying together. So I'm going to have to figure out what it is that I'm going to have to do. It doesn't bother me enough for me to do anything about it, as you can see. Some people I know combine with thread. I'm not going to do that. So that's today's video. Those are all the updates that I have. I also want to highlight some Black creators here on YouTube. If you enjoy the content on this channel, I guarantee you're going to love these channels. I want to highlight Summer, StayGOALden, who shares lock content. She has, she interlocks traditional size locks. Mindful Nicole, who semi-freeforms and also interlocks her hair. I'd also like to highlight the Locd Mama, who has sister locks with fine hair. Her perspective is from having fine hair. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I want to hear what's your biggest challenge right now when it comes to growing your locks, or if you want to share about your natural hair experience if you're not locked. I would love to hear that as well. Consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't done so far. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.